In 2025, Skechers are coming back to running shoes. This year they are launching 3 brand new shoes, and in this video we're going to be going through what's new from Skechers this year. Hello everybody and welcome to FORDY Runs. Now if this is your first time here, my name is Chris Ford and I'm a qualified athletics and running coach. And when I'm not coaching runners, I'm making YouTube videos about race day vlogs, running in general and running shoe reviews. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do consider doing so before the end of this video. Now like I said at the open, Skechers in 2025 are coming back into running with 3 brand new shoes. And in this video we're going to be talking about each of the shoes. We're not going to be doing a detailed review on an individual shoe basis. There's going to be videos after this video on each shoe on a standalone basis. In this video we're going to be talking more about the tech and more about what each shoe is good for. Think of this as like a summary of the new Skechers lineup. So before we carry on, we've got to do a disclaimer. Thanks very much for watching it, I really do appreciate it. So Skechers basically took a year and a bit off. They've done some amazing work and they've come up with these 3 new shoes. Now before this entry back sort of into running, they had some very good shoes. They had the Razor lineup, they had the Go Run shoes, and I ran the Berlin Marathon in a pair of Skechers. They've had shoes that are very functional and very comfortable, which is what you'd expect from Skechers. But this year they've come back with a bang. Now these new shoes feature the Hyperburst Ice or Hyperburst Pro midsole. So the Hyperburst Ice is made with a dual density Hyperburst supercritical foaming process. The outer foam layer is made using the firmer Skechers Hyperburst technology to provide stability, while the inner core uses a softer version of the Hyperburst for a plush underfoot experience. And then the Hyperburst Pro is made with a supercritical foaming process using TPU for a softer midsole with higher resiliency while maintaining its lightweight properties. Now that foam features in this, the brand new Tempo, but also the fan favourite, the Razor 5. Now in these shoes we do have a carbon infused winglet plate. The carbon infused winglet plate is designed to push performance and pace. Now with its exceptionally high stiffness to weight ratio, the plate promotes next level energy return while providing stability. The winglet sidewalls increase rigidity for explosive toe offs, and the unique H-plate design allows for flexibility under the forefoot for softer landings. Now these shoes still feature the arch fit, which is the podiatrist approved superior arch support for long lasting comfort. Now the shape of the insole was developed with over 20 years of data and 120,000 unweighted foot scans. You've got a contoured insole made with shock absorbing foam to help with that arch support. These shoes also feature the Goodyear rubber outsole. This soybean oil-based rubber increases traction and durability across a broader range of temperatures. And the last thing to add, with the Tempo shoe, we've got the Hyper Arc in here, which is a smoother ride for every stride. It promotes a smoother transition and adapts to your stride and results in a more efficient run. This has been created to deliver a quick turnover. Hyper Arc promotes a smoother transition from landing to toe off. Okay, so with all those bits out of the way, let's dive into each of the shoes. So first up, we've got the Aero Spark. Now this is your sort of daily trainer. Now this features the Hyper Arc, which I just spoke about. We've got a carbon infused H plate up the front. It weighs 302 grams in my UK 9.5. It's going to be 120 pounds when it goes on sale. It's got a 36mm stack in the heel down to 30mm, and that's a 6mm offset. We've got the breathable engineered mesh upper for comfort and support. Features Hyperburst Ice midsole, and like I said, we've got the Goodyear rubber outsole. So that's your daily trainer. Next up, we've got the Aero Burst. This shoe's 140 pounds and again features the carbon infused forefoot H plate. We've got the Hyperburst Ice midsole again with the Goodyear rubber outsole. This features also the arch fit and the Hyper Arc. This is your max stack daily trainer. It's 334 grams in my UK 9.5, fits true to size. We've got a 41mm stack down to 35mm, and that's a 6mm offset. We've got a breathable mesh upper on the top which stretches to move with your foot, and if you like the Max Road, you're gonna love these. So then we've got the Aero Tempo, which is the one everyone's getting excited about. This is 160 pounds. We've got Hyperburst again. We've also got the Hyperburst Pro sock liner in this shoe. Again features the Hyper Arc, carbon infused full length winglet plate, which offers an extremely high stiffness for weight ratio. Stack height 38 down to 34, so that's a 4mm stack height, 259 grams, what's that, 9 ounces in my UK 9.5. Goodyear rubber on the outside, and like I said, this is going to be 160 pounds. And then finally this year, we've got the Go Run Razor, 535 pounds, is on sale now. Arch fit in here, Hyperburst Pro on here, Goodyear rubber outsole as well. 30mm stack down to 26, so again 4mm stack like the Tempo, 260 grams. This is an up-tempo daily trainer and I absolutely love it. Okay, so that's the lineup. Now, like I said, we're going to do reviews on each of these shoes on a standalone basis, on an individual basis, so make sure you check them out. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a quick look at them. And I'll briefly go into the bits I like about them and the bits I don't like. But like I said, more detail coming in the other videos. So here's the Spark. This is your daily trainer. This is very comfortable. It feels sort of faster than you'd expect because of the Hyperburst Ice midsole. It's very comfortable. You've got that little winglet plate in there. The engineered mesh on this is really nice. Plenty of traction from the Goodyear rubber on the outsole. It's really grippy in the rain especially. But this is just a super comfortable sort of, not back to basics, that's a bit unfair, but the foam and the setup just works really well. It's just a totally different feeling to some of the sort of more max stacked sort of, you know, shoes that we're getting from everywhere at the moment, Nova Blast 5 and all that sort of stuff. This feels a little bit different and I kind of like that. But yes, a daily trainer, people, this will suit a lot of people. It's very, very comfortable. Now, talking of comfort, here's the Burst. And as I said, this replaces the Max Road, I would say. This is extremely comfortable. This is probably actually my favourite out of all of them. I just love being in this. This has been so comfortable. And I was really lucky I got these shoes super, super early. Hopefully you can see in the tongue, I've been given samples in all of these shoes. But yeah, the Aero Burst, big stack. It is a heavy shoe, don't get me wrong, you know, you're going to go, oh, the weight and that lot, but it's not what it's about. It's there to be, you know, nice and easy, recovery miles, really kind on your foot, really comfortable, and that's what you get. You know, you've got the arch fit in here, you've got the Hyperburst Ice midsole, really nice upper, and it's just a really comfortable, nice place to be. I think at £140 it's priced right, so fair play to them there. I think, you know, the shoes that this would go up against is like a Clifton 10, something like that. But yes, it is heavy, there's no getting away from that, but I really like it. It's just very comfortable. Then we've got the old Razor 5, one of my old favourites. I just love this. Hyperburst Pro, up-tempo daily trainer. You know, those sort of workouts where you just want to go and do a bit of tempo, maybe a bit of marathon goal pace in there. Lighter feeling, the shoe comes alive. You've got the little plate up the front. It just feels great. It's an old school sort of Evo SL kind of vibe on this shoe. It's just a great shoe, it really is. £135, you could probably get it cheaper than that. It's something different to the norm, which I really like. As I said, it's a comfortable shoe, but it's a fast feeling shoe. And again, a break from those max stacked daily trainers, those super squishy things that we keep getting from everybody at the moment. So there we go, people, something a little bit different. I really like that, but I'm a Razor fan. And then finally, the Tempo, the one that was sort of, everybody was looking at the National Running Show where Skechers turned up, £160. This is a sort of half marathon and below shoe, I would say. It's a fast feeling shoe. It's a very aggressive shoe. I think you've got to be a bit careful in terms of sizing. I have had some rubbing here on the shoe. It does cut in there, as you can see, so just watch your sizing is what I'd say. But the foam feels great, you know, the sock liner and the foam combo works really, really well. It is comfortable, it is fast feeling. Again, something different from the norm. I really like this shoe. It's a fast feeling shoe, as I said, something for those half marathons and below, and at £160 you're getting relatively good value as well. So yes, they've entered the performance realm here, people, with the Tempo. I really like it. So that's a sort of brief overview of the Skechers shoe of 2025. Like I said, we are going to be now following this up with videos on each of them. I'll give you the likes and dislikes of each. I'll go in a little bit more in terms of how the ride is, how they feel. But that's an overview of the 2025 shoes from Skechers. They are back, people, which is good news. Skechers make some very comfortable shoes, which I think appeals to so many people. And like I always say, they're slightly different from the norm, which is something I really appreciate. So that's it, guys. Let me know in the comments, are you going to be grabbing them? Are you tempted by them? And let me know in the comments and I'll dive in there once this video drops. But that's it, people. I shall catch you all later.